shut him down. Just strangled Neil Mackey, leg kicked him, controlled him on the ground. I like this guy at 170, and this is a fascinating fight for me.
All right,
ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 5 rounds for the instant octagon sidearm. Sally Amato, Kelvin Caldwell, and Mike Bell. And when the action begins, blue corner, a striker, holding a professional record, 14 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 160. And now introducing his opponent, and the #1 ranked welterweight contender in the world, Raveal.
All right, gentlemen. Dos Anjos and Colby Covington. Dos Anjos, when he made his UFC welterweight debut against him.
Immediately, look at this.
Taking a big risk, getting up, turning his back.
Colby all over here.
Quick start.
Real quick start.
Someone's bleeding.
Colby generally doesn't fight like this. Big surprise.
Looks like Raveal Dos Anjos' cauliflower ear.
Yep.
His left ear. Class for him, but there's a big gap in those 10 pounds, and I think Colby's at the higher end of it.
Another thing, Colby Covington has a lot of faith in his cardio. He says,
Dos Anjos
it on in that 3rd round, never really slowed down. I liked his pacing in that fight. No reason to suspect his cardio.
No, he's an American top team by Colby.
Well, with so much gamesmanship, it's kind of like
Covington talked a lot about the leg kicks of Dos Anjos. This is a good way to neutralize those.
Yeah, that is a big part of his arsenal.
Another about Dos Anjos.
Under 2 minutes here, round 1. Covington.
Oh, beautiful knee to the body there by Dos Anjos. But Colby just ate it.
Punching and kneeing a lot to those ribs. A great way to slow a guy down. Hard to keep this pace.
Dos Anjos cracked Covington with the right hand there. Drew a smile from Colby Chaos.
He's constantly on him, but when he takes his shots, Dos Anjos, I think he's landing a little.
No surprise, Covington has it
Since that first one.
But he's not giving Dos Anjos a chance to set up. He's forcing him to fight off the back foot. He answered those questions, and he's answered even more than that.
Let's get the heart rate down. Deep breath. Focus on that heart going down.
Good.
Deep breaths. He starts backing up. Let's see him to stay on him, all right? You feel good?
Feel good.
All right, stay focused in there. Stay focused. Keep that movement going. Listen to it.
round 2 here. Colby Covington, Raveal Dos Anjos. Mike Brown and Jorge Masvidal trying to calm Covington down. He liked that head kick.
Same as early in round 1. Early takedown, working for the hooks. Dos Anjos against the fence, trying to turn.
Center control.
And make him the guy who's pressing the action. Because that's how he likes to fight. He's not a counter fighter. He's a guy who likes to brawl technically.
Against the fence.
You're absolutely right. He's moving in straight lines, and he's got to move sideways.
Colby sucks is the champ.
Dos Anjos again, back press to the cage, has got to create distance. He's doing it more now. Yeah, right. This kid is for real. All the trash talk aside, all the theatrics, he can fight.
Right, you look at the welterweight body of wrestler dating to 6 years old, representing Thurston Wrestling.
Yeah, he was one of the rare guys.
Oh!
Big left from Dos Anjos. Covington seems unfit.
That was a good uppercut.
What it does when someone's coming forward like that, throwing, it makes you punch from awkward angles. You're going backward where the...
And then when he's not moving backwards, he's trying to get away from the cage.
Dos Anjos back to the well with the body shot and the knee lands. He has had his moments in this second round.
Health and condition at 170. but he's just not putting people away the way he was doing so at 155.
And I think that's a smart tactical transition. He's not going to drop Robbie.
Secured for Covington on 11 attempts. Dos Anjos landed nearly 200 significant strikes against Lawler over 25 minutes. Couldn't get him out of there.
Losing this fight to a guy that's been talking trash to you for weeks now.
But for his point, he's been getting up and forcing Colby Covington to
cause those. But let's look at some of the action here. Here's Colby moving forward. Shoots in, gets the legs, he landed that uppercut a couple times in that round.
Want to keep moving those feet on the cage. Keep moving those feet. Don't let them push you in the cage. Keep cutting the side. You got your elbows on the inside. You hear me?
Scott Raveal, cutman, working on that right eye of Colby Covington. We have seen him cut fairly easily. Damian Miles
going on out there. Come on, get it together.
Behind the block.
Diaz, Nick Diaz style. Just overwhelming you. Constant pressure.
Covington continuously taking personal shots.
Yeah, tremendous amount of pressure on Dos Anjos, but also pressure on Colby because he's got to back up all that time. But he doesn't seem like he's having a problem with that at all.
Dos Anjos is kind of looking for a breath. Like, when will this guy let up for a second? And Colby Covington's not doing it.
Not just that, but he seems
two-time NCAA All-American at Oregon State University. Also wrestled at Iowa and Central Iowa Community College.
And look at that, just nice kicks.
His corner keeps telling him, gotta angle, can't let him push you against the fence.
I don't think he has the energy to do anything else now. I think Colby's making him wilt. And this is, as soon as they separate, he moves forward. Oh. That's a break right there.
Yeah.
Make right to the jump.
It's a break. A lot of ways to interpret that.
Well, this is the betting favorite tonight.
No one's been able to do this to Dos Anjos. I mean, you go and look at his welterweight fights. Robbie Lawler, who's a former champion.
Stop for it. Robbie Lawler can grapple, but that's just not where he goes, generally speaking. This is a committed wrestler who is a natural welterweight.
He has to set up. He's not kicking full strength. He's not punching full strength. He's just staying on it over and over and over again. I mean, this is impressive stuff. You don't get a chance to breathe. I mean, Frank Shamrock talked about his fight with Nick Diaz. He said one of the things about it is you don't get a chance to breathe and catch your breath. He's just constantly touching.
And that takedown,
like Colby Covington, Dos Anjos' corner is telling him to do technically, because they've got to light a fire under this guy, but he's got to be able to do something to keep this.
Listen to Papa Lona real quick.
A gente tem que acordar, Rafael. É no meio, moleque. No meio dele. Vamos ver o que ele tá fazendo. Vamos chutar ele no meio. Ou então faz a finta e cruza.
You change with him, throw a hard double leg on him in the middle of the ring, not the cage.
Yes. He thinks you're going to, instead of brawling there out in the center, level change and drive through him. Right? That's there. Right?
Got to work on my Portuguese. Dos Anjos twice addressed his corner man and those instructions. Not sure what they...
We got to remember, Dos Anjos is known for his conditioning.
Fighter. One shot that's going to open up that combination.
Down attempts already. Now one from Dos Anjos.
Look at this.
Got him.
Oh, now things get very interesting. Very interesting. Because he has a crushing top.
To stay there, try to spin around to the back if he's going to use this. Right now, not really committing to either one.
Well, it's imperative that he control position. He's got to hold him here.
He's got him.
Look at this. Colby back up.
Brawl even. Almost no defense.
Caught him off guard.
This is the first time
Big deep breath.
Covington's career that he has seen a fourth round as we approach these in Tebow, Khabib Nurmagomedov back in 2014.
We've been talking about finishes, but if Rafael Dos Anjos wants to win this fight on a decision,
you can't do while you're doing commentary. You can see obvious rounds, but this is big right here.
Dos Anjos, Covington may have thought he broke him earlier.
And now Dos Anjos is moving more. Moving more side to side, not just backing straight up. Some blood coming off.
Good counter right from Dos Anjos. Covington with a level change, even 10. And a counter left from Dos Anjos.
I don't think he has time to use it, though.
No, he's not even going to try. He's going to conserve.
20 minutes down, 5 to go.
Very interesting.
Guard pass, but couldn't hold him down.
2 minutes to catch your breath, okay?
Close fourth round.
Legs. Focus. Use the legs. Hands up, chin down, and just move on in the first minute.
You saw Colby Covington's best friend, UFC veteran Jorge Gamebred Masvidal there in the corner. Some conservatism in that message a little bit in terms of...
Could very well, though, be looking at 2-2 here.
They have to fight like they have to have this fifth round. No one can back off.
And right now, Colby's the one who's doing that. He's locked on Dos Anjos' back here.
Boy, he's...
Dos Anjos trying to join Randy Couture, BJ Penn, George St. Pierre, and Conor McGregor as the only two-division champions in UFC history.
Oh, look at that. Went for the Jeremy.
Cardio, conditioning, and wearing Raveal Dos Anjos down. He stuck to that strategy.
And he'll love it if you hate him. So either way, he wins because he wants you to hate him.
Dos Anjos has worked the body to great effect tonight. Not as many of those patented low leg kicks, in part because of the takedown.
Do him like glue. Dos Anjos got to separate.
Making it his kind of fight, his kind of game, his kind of pacing.
So important to have a great referee like Herb Dean in a fight like this, too.
Outstanding championship fight thus far.
Knee those legs. Knee those legs. Come up top. Get your head out of there. There you go. Come up top. Finish that hard.
For Colby, he needs more of this. Look at that. More pressure.
He's a little bit more prepared for it.
Colby just in perpetual forward motion. To your point, Joe, just not a lot of breathing room for the opposition.
It's a great way to fight a guy like Dos Anjos.
Hasn't had his range.
And I'm not saying that Dos Anjos is falling apart. I'm just saying that he has not been able to do what he wants to do. He's going for that Kimura again. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this. Oh.
Covington with a right. And yet, pretty good output on and Raveal Dos Anjos. They are all chasing the undisputed.
Covington, his wrestling, his pressure, he got some good strikes off, but it was just hard for him to set up.
Punch the whole fight. Colby Covington took it, kept moving forward. And Dos Anjos found the kind of fight he wanted to fight. He imposed it on Raveal Dos Anjos.
So we go inside the numbers, all of these unofficial distance strikes for Dos Anjos, clinch strikes, Anjos. Constant activity from Covington here tonight. We'll see if it was enough to lead as the UFC's interim welterweight.
For cards for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 48-47, and 48-47 for the winner by unanimous decision.
I am here with the winner and new.
We let this little filthy animal take this ass whooping tonight. This is supposed to be you. You can't run, you can't hide.